Before we go to the actual vault or the flip, let us have a look at one important thing. This is a cube and I have keyed it in frame number 1. Let's go to frame number 30 and again key it here. The cube moves from here to here. Now, if you look at the channel box, the value of rotation X, Y and Z are 0 because we have not done any rotation as such. Now, let's do one thing. In any of these axes, say for example in X, let's give it a value of 360. So you see, if you flip between these two keys, you do not see any change visually apart from the cube that changes its position. But if you come here and play it, then you see how it's happening. This is one important point which I would like you to keep it in mind while we are doing the backflip. These are the basic poses for the backflip. Frame number 1 or pose number 1 and pose number 7 visually looks the same, though there is a change in the position. Pose number 2 and pose number 6 also look the same almost. Well, the hand is a bit different. And pose number 3 to 4 and 5, this body gives a thrust and comes down. This is the packageman. Go to frame number 1, make the first key. 2 feet cannot be parallel to each other. The fingers cannot be 100% straight. These are the default fingers which has been provided in the rig. We'll keep it in hold till frame number 5. Then from 5 to 10, we will make the second pose. Rotate the hip a little bit so that you can get a nice curve in the body. Give value to all the controllers. Do not leave any controller unattended. In that case, the curve of the body might not be as smooth as you want it to be. Since the hands are back and up, so shoulders will also be back and up. Keep on hold till frame number 15 for more effort. And then guys, we'll directly make frame number 6 or pose number 6 and pose number 7. Now this is where the trick lies. Hold all the controllers that move along the translation. Pole vectors. And these are the controllers which actually translates the body. Go to frame number 30. Go to the world. Yes, check the world. And go here. Key it here. Select the PM and key it. So it's simple. As we did for the jump and so for the backvault. Now you see here the character was taking an antic, and what we will do is we will make it up. It will have a vault and then it will settle here. That is what the whole intention is of the backvault. So just check this controller and check which rotation is it. This is the X, right? So you see, while it will be coming here, it will be vaulting in this way. If you see rotation X in the channel box, you see there's a minus value. 36.243. Check out what I'm doing here. And then almost visually I am matching this pose. So you see the pose at frame number 15 and the pose at frame number 30. I need to take a little bit up. Yeah, visually it is the same. So if you flip between these two keys, there's absolutely no issue. The pose remains the same, only the position changes. But if you play it, then there's something different. 30 to 35, as you know, for the entire 5 frames, we'll keep it static. And from 40, we will make it go up. So now here, from here, the body goes up and it stands. So if you see guys, standing, taking an antic, rotating and then again going up. So 15 to 30. So we'll do one thing, we'll make it up in 23, some place like that. That will be the highest position of the pelvis. Just go here and take it up. Graph editor, translation Y, break tangent, basic principle of the bouncing ball. Now let's focus on pose number 3. As you know, exactly like the jump cycle, from 15 it is there, and then in 2 frames, that is in 17, we'll just plot a key. The left leg of the character is touching the ground, the right leg is up. The body is tilted in this position. It's a bit tilted so that we can follow the orientation of the fall. Go to the graph editor, roll the ball here so that we know exactly how much we need to take it down in order for the feet to just touch it. So this is the just touching part. I'll give it to 0. Also, translation Z, make it full linear. The pelvis needs to come down a bit more. Take up this one. Since the body is going from down to up, then what we'll be doing is, then the rotation of any part of the body will be a bit downwards. Both the hands are down and the head is focusing down. Open the fingers. Since it's giving a thrust, so the hand will be straight. Since the hands are perfectly straight and they're in fact going down, take the shoulders down. Take out the wrist and then give a little bit of back roll, but a value of -2 or -3 would be okay. There's another thing. The feet, which is in connection with the ground, should not change its position. So all the values of the feet, you see translation Z also took it a value. We'll make it to Z. So we'll just come over here and adjust the body a little bit. We'll be focusing on pose number 5. In pose number 5, the body is a bit front bend. Since the left leg was touching the ground while the body was coming up, just for a variety, we'll make the right leg touch the ground. Take the ball roll, go to the graph editor, hold the pelvis, translation Y, and start taking down to that extent where you see the little bit of bend in the feet which is touching the ground. Our body is a little bit bent. As usual, the shoulders should also be forward and up, just to exaggerate the pose here. After the feet touches the ground, there should not be any translation in the feet. So what we will do here is take the same value and paste it here, only for the feet, guys. So here if the feet is there, we see that the body has been stretched too much. Let's go to pose number 4. So guys, if you see carefully, it is bent back. And then comes the feet. When the pelvis is rotating like this, so the feet also, I suppose, should be rotating like this, but otherwise it will not be able to keep a parity. So here the feet is going straight, we will be taking up or whatever it is there, but the feet should also rotate. So let's go here and check what is the rotation axis of the feet. Rotation X. Yeah, rotation X is 0. So what we will do is, if the rotation X is 0, so what we will do, we'll turn it up this way and check what is the value coming to. X is -360. So the same value of 40 will be in 35 since it's standing. The same value will be in 30. Now the issue comes over here. Just delete it. Here, come, delete it. I'm actually trying to figure it out what Maya takes up. You see how the feet is rotating. Now, as you know that there is a key of the body in frame number 28. Now, if you see here, the left leg, as you know, it's already up. So we are just adjusting the translation. Roll ball, take it up, but as usual, it will be, check this one, rotation X and also the position. So copy the same key and paste it here, and then give a roll ball. This is the technicality which I wanted to show you in the chapter which we did with the box. Now in the topmost key, we have already made the body. Now what we will do, we will adjust the leg. Check out the hands. Spread it out a little. This is the topmost position. So we can say that the basics of the vault has been done. Okay. Basic vault has been done. Now if you see the in-betweens, there are certain adjustments which needs to be done. So what we will do, we'll strategically select a particular frame where if we adjust it, the previous and the post frames also get sorted out. Here if you see from 17 to 23, so we'll go to 20, make a key here and we will adjust it. Since the body was going from down to up, expected that the hand or the threshold mostly will be in the down part. We will keep the hands a bit more down and forward. So I did the adjustment is such a strategic location that if you see in these you won't find much of a problem. 21, 22, you have scope everywhere to adjust. Let's go to 25 and see how jumbled up things are. I'll try to adjust. Adjust the hands. I'm just trying to give it a believable shape, that's it. Now you see here again in this frame there is a typical pose which has happened. So you see here, though I was not in favor of touching this key, but it seems that there's no other way but to adjust it. It seems that the feet is the major bone of contention. The hands, take it a little bit down so that they don't have. Sometimes it might also happen that things get hidden inside. Yeah, here there's a problem. Already you know that the feet controller should never leave the mesh. Now there are complicated actions where you might need to key frequently, but just try to create the minimum number of keys. Check out the hands, the flow of the hands. From here to here, I feel the hand could have come down a little bit more. That would have given a nice flow. Now the last touch up. As we know, 5 to 10 it's going down, from 10 to 15 it is static. Delete frame number 10, go to 13 and copy the key so that it can have a little bit of ease out. While it is coming down from 30 to 35, delete 30, copy this 33 key and paste it here, and then the body stands up. You want a bit of more refinement, go to 45. Here in 40, when the body is coming from down to up and then settle, you can just settle a little bit. Here you can take front a little bit. I'm just adjusting all the keys. Here the head can be up because the head is going from down to up, so it can be up a little bit. Either one of the hands or both the hands, they are back, they are forward, and then settle here. Just make it a bit forward. Similarly, from 1 to 5 it is perfectly static. Take the head a little bit up. The body is going down. So either we can take the body up a little bit in this pose, or here we can take it down a little bit so that the movement happens. Similarly, hands. These type of actions actually give an organic feel to your body. Here also from 40 to 45 it was static. Now you see it gives a little bit of more movement.